Very good morning to one and all. And today I would like to discuss some of the objectives from unit number 3, that is going to be that advanced materials. In advanced materials, and here I'm back to discuss what is known to be fullerene, right? I will tell you what is known to be fullerenes. When we are discussing about carbon nanomaterials of three classification, carbon nanomaterials of one dimensional, two dimensional, and carbon nanomaterials of three dimensional. So what is the difference between the three cases? One-dimensional carbon nanowire, two-dimensional carbon nanotube, and the three-dimensional what we're discussing is C60 carbon nanomaterial. C60 carbon nanomaterial, what we're saying is Buckminster fullerene carbon nanomaterial. Now, when we are discussing a C60 materials, they are known to be the fullerene. Fullerenes having excellent electrical conductivity. Fullerene is combined with the alkali metal. I'm repeating. When fullerene combined with that alkali metal, when the fullerene which is combined with the alkali metal, the electrical property of the fullerenes increases tremendously, and those fullerenes what we are saying as superconductors, right? Fullerenes having excellent electrical conductivity, they are known to be that superconductors, and it's very good. And its hybridization what we are saying as sp2. Now, question number 2. Buckminster fullerene inhibitor. Buckminster fullerene containing excellent thermal resistant property. Point గుర్తుంచుకోండి. When we are discussing about Buckminster fullerene, what is Buckminster fullerene? Buckminster fullerene is nothing but C60 fullerene. C60 fullerene containing football-like geometry, right? Which containing a 5-member ring system, 6-member ring system, and etc. Now, when we are discussing a Buckminster fullerene, when we are discussing about C60 fullerene, C60 fullerene containing excellent thermal resistant property. Question number 3. The strength of CNTs is identified based on that tensile strength units. Point గుర్తుంచుకోండి. The strength of the CNTs are identified based on that tensile strength units. When we are discussing about the tensile strength unit, carbon nanotube strength is identified using the unit what we are seeing as carbon nano indenter unit. So now when we are discussing about the strength of carbon nanotube containing high mechanical strength, carbon nanotube containing high tensile strength. The tensile strength of the carbon nanomaterials when we are discussing is nothing but about 48,000 nano indenters. Point 48,000 nano indenters. Now we are discussing, yes. Fullerenes are the crystalline allotropes of carbons. Very good. Now we are seeing that question number 4. Question number 4, polysteric liquid crystals. In the previous class, we have discussed we can have different types of liquid crystals, right? Liquid crystals of three classification. Liquid crystals of one dimensional, liquid crystals of two dimensional, liquid crystals of three dimensional. One dimensional we are saying as nematic, and two dimensional we are saying as smatic liquid crystal, and three dimensional what we are saying as polysteric liquid crystal. I'm repeating. One dimensional is nematic, two dimensional is smatic, and three dimensional is going to be the polysteric liquid crystal. When we are discussing about the polysteric liquid crystal containing excellent 3D geometry. Point గుర్తుంచుకోండి. Excellent three-dimensional geometry. Question number 4. Question number 5. Now, when we're discussing about question number 5 belonging to the liquid crystal means syllabus. Then one discussion. Now we're discussing about question number 6. Question number 6, we're discussing about superconducting material. When we are discussing superconducting materials containing higher magnetical property, they are known to be the diamagnets. Next. First series, we will see some of the multiple objectives here. Now, when we are discussing about nanometer, a nanometer or nano component is identified based on the 10 power minus 8 meters. Point conversion. Diameter for the carbon nanomaterials is equals to 1.6 nanometer. Points. The size of the nanoparticles which is responsible for the following property, that is known to be the dispensability. When the size decreases, dispensability properties increases. When fullerenes combined with the zinc, the properties increases. So fullerenes are easily combined with the metals and alkali metal. They can combine with the zinc. When the fullerenes are combined with the zinc, the properties of the fullerenes enhances. CNTs are prepared by the arc discharge method. I would like to repeat once again. Carbon nanomaterials are prepared by three methods. Carbon nanomaterials are prepared by three methods. The first one is going to be arc discharge method. Number two, I would like to say laser ablation method. And number three, I'm saying as a CVD. I will tell you what is going to be CVD. CVD is going to be the chemical vapor deposition method. Number one is going to be arc discharge method. Number two is going to be the laser ablation method. Number three is going to be the chemical vapor deposition method. So CNTs are prepared by arc discharge method. Arc discharge method is nothing but one of the method where we are preparing carbon nanomaterial, where we are preparing carbon nanotube, single walled carbon nanotube and multi-walled carbon nanotube. Question number 6. One of the following aromatic compound used in the solvent extraction of fullerenes. When fullerenes are extracted, I would like to add a solvent. The solvent is going to be aromatic. The aromatic solvent which is added to extract the fullerene is going to be benzene. Generally, the fullerenes are in mixture state. Fullerenes are identified in the mixture state. Now we are having the mixture of the fullerene, and the mixture of the fullerenes are known to be that is the one-dimensional fullerene, the two-dimensional fullerene, and three-dimensional fullerene. From the mixture, we are extracting C60. From the mixture, we are extracting the C60. C60 can be extracted from the mixture by the addition of the solvent. The solvent we are adding to extract the C60 is known to be benzene. Simple benzene మీరు యాడ్ చేసి మీరు ఏం చేస్తారంటే సెపరేట్ చేస్తారు. We can separate 1D fullerene, 2D fullerene, and the 3D fullerene. We are only working on 3D fullerene side. We are extracting 3D fullerene. 3D fullerene best example is going to be that C60. So C60 fullerene which is extracted, the process what we are saying is solvent extraction process. For the solvent extraction process, we would like to use benzene. Solvent extraction process మనం ఏం వాడతామంటే benzene యూస్ చేస్తాం. Next. Solid state. Okay. Next. Next one. Now we are discussing some of the objectives in the unit number 1 and 2 and as well as 3. ఇంకొన్ని ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ మనం చూద్దాం కంటిన్యూషన్ ఒకసారి చూద్దాం. ఇది ఒకసారి ట్రై చేయండి అందరూ కూడా. ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ క్లియర్. ఇవన్నీ నేను షేర్ చేస్తాను వాళ్ళు కూడా అందరూ ఒకసారి జాగ్రత్తగా చూడండి. High polymers, right? When we're discussing the high polymers are known to be solids. Phenol formaldehyde resin is known to be bakelite. Phenol formaldehyde resin is nothing but bakelite. Natural rubber is basically the polymer of isoprene. Most common reagent used in the vulcanization of rubber. Vulcanization of rubber lo em upayogistaro cheppanu. The most common reagent used in the vulcanization of rubber, that is known to be the sulfur. Sulfur. Question number 5. Which of the following containing isoprene units? Right? Isoprene is known to be the 2-methyl-1,3-butadiene. Isoprene is identified in the natural rubber. Question number 6. The monomeric unit is identified. Question number 6. The monomeric unit is identified in CF2 and double bond CF2. CF2 double bond CF2 is known to be that tetrafluoroethylene. Okay, TFE. Tetrafluoroethylene gives rise to the polymer, a polymer of tetrafluoroethylene, PTFE. What is known to be PTFE? PTFE is known to be Teflon. PTFE is nothing but Teflon. The answer will be A. The common catalyst used in the coordination polymerization. Coordination polymerization ఉపయోగించే catalyst ఏంటంటే Ziegler-Natta catalyst. I'm repeating. The common catalyst which is used in the coordination polymerization, that is nothing but Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Buna S is also known to be that. Buna S is known to be that Ameripol. I'm repeating. Buna S is also known to be that Ameripol. Styrene rubber. Styrene rubber is also known to be the memory form. Question number 9. The polymerization in which two or more chemically different monomers, two or more chemically different monomers takes place, that is known to be the heteropolymerization. Heteropolymerization is also known as copolymerization. I'm repeating. The polymerization in which two or more different chemical monomers are taken in the reaction, what we are saying is copolymerization. Next. Thermoplastic resin is formed by thermoplastic resin. Okay. Thermosets. Thermoplastics are prepared by the chain polymerization. I'm repeating. Thermoplastics are prepared by the addition polymerization. Thermoplastics are prepared by the chain polymerization. Question number 11. When we are discussing about the question number 11, you see here, polymer commonly used in the tire industry. Polymer used in the tire industry is nothing but rubber, right? Natural rubber, and the natural rubber combined with the sulfur, which gives us to vulcanized rubber. Vulcanized rubber is used in the tire industry. A plastic resin which becomes soft on heating and rigid on cooling is known to be the thermoplastic, because thermoplastics containing temporary hardness, right? Thermoplastic, thermoset plastic, elastomeric. The answer will be here is going to be B. B is nothing but thermoplastic. The following is a high molecular weight material that can be molded to any desired shape. That is nothing but resin. Resin can be molded into any desired shape. Question number 14. The polymer formed by the condensation of hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid. Try cheyalana? Hexamethylene diamine is combined with adipic acid. What is the result? What we are getting the result? When hexamethylene diamine is combined with adipic acid, hexamethylene diamine combined with adipic acid gives rise to nylon 6,6. Nylon 6,6 is known to be the fiber prepared by the hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid. Okay. Question number 15. Which of the following is not an example for additional polymers? Additional polymers, when we are discussing an example, nylon 6,6 is condensation polymer. Okay. Then, which is the polymer which is not an example for additional polymer? PVC is additional polymer. Polystyrene is additional polymer. Polypropylene is additional polymer. Nylon 6,6 is a condensation polymer. Nylon 6,6 is a combination of hexamethylene diamine plus adipic acid. During the process, we are separating water molecule. H2O is known to be that byproduct. So, nylon 6,6 is a condensation polymer. PVC is additional polymer. Polystyrene is additional polymer. Polypropylene is also known to be the additional polymer. Question number 16. Which of the following is a synthetical polymer, right? Polymers of two classification, which is extract from the nature. Cellulose is a natural polymer. Proteins are identified in the human body, natural polymer. Nucleosides are identified in the living system as a natural polymer. And the synthetical polymer we are observing is known to be the PVC. PVC is known to be the synthetical polymer. The answer will be B here. Next, the repeated units of PVC. PVC containing the repeated monomer units, what we are saying as vinyl chloride. Vinyl chloride gives rise to the polyvinyl chloride. Next, question number 18. Heating of rubber with the sulfur, what we are saying as vulcanization. When the sulfur is heated about 140 degrees centigrade, then sulfur is combined with the natural rubber. Sulfur gives rise to sulfur containing rubber. Sulfur containing rubber, what we are saying as vulcanized rubber. The process is known to be that vulcanization. Now, question number 19. The only rubber that cannot be vulcanized. The rubber which cannot be vulcanized is known to be the trichol. The only rubber which cannot be vulcanized. Okay. So we are not adding sulfur to trichol, because trichol is already containing sulfur. And trichol doesn't containing any double bond system. Point trichol which is not at all vulcanized. Buna-S is a polymer of butadiene and styrene. I'm repeating. When you are discussing about Buna-S is the combination of butadiene and styrene. Buna-S is a combination of butadiene and as well as styrene. Next, question number 21. Question number 21, when we are taking matter B is nothing but a copolymer material. Question number 22, elasticity of rubber is due to elasticity rubber containing elasticity because it's containing coiled and helix-like geometry. This point is very, very important. The rubber containing elasticity because it's containing a coiled geometry. Next, question number 23. Buna N is also known to be the nitrile rubber. Buna N means nitrile rubber antaru. Point which one? Buna N is known to be the nitrile rubber. Question number 24. Arrangement of the functional groups on the carbon chain. I'm repeating. The arrangement of the functional groups on the carbon chain, the stereochemical chain, is known to be that alternative pattern. The arrangement of functional groups on carbon chain in the alternative pattern, what we are saying is syn-diotactic polymers. Next, question number 25. The polymer in which functional groups are arranged irregular. Irregular is nothing but atactic. Atactic polymers containing irregular arrangement. Question number 26. Arrangement of the functional groups on same side on the same side. Same groups on the same side. Now, arrangement in a functional group is known to be tacticity. I'm repeating. What is known to be tacticity? Arrangement of the functional groups on the carbon in a three-dimensional manner, in a stereo manner, right? The stereochemical arrangement of any functional group, any carbon chain is known to be the tacticity. Question number 27. Buna S is produced making of the following catalyst. Buna S is produced with the help of the sodium. Point what is known to be Buna S? Bu indicating that butadiene, Na indicating that sodium, and S indicating that styrene. I'm repeating. Bu indicating that butadiene, Na indicating that sodium, and S indicating that styrene. Which one is used to make non-sticky cookware? Non-sticky cookware uses a non-sticky cookware we are using Teflon. Teflon containing a non-sticky nature. Teflon is used in the non-sticky cookwares. Next. Question number 29. Question number 29. Which of the following is considered as synthetical metal? Synthetical metal best example is a polyaniline. Polyaniline is known to be the synthetical metal. Question number 30. Common reinforcing agent to give strength to the rigid to the rubber. The common reinforcing reagent that might be added to the strength to the rubber is known to be carbon black. Carbon black is known to be the fiber. The fiber is added to the polymer, which increasing the strength and as well as rigidity. Question number 31. Which of the following can undergo additional polymerization? See here. Cyclic compound, there is no additional polymerization. Olefinic compound, saturated. Saturated is nothing but single bond. There is no additional polymerization. Olefinic containing double bond. Double bond compounds only undergoes additional polymerization. Question number 32. Which of the following is a branched polymer? Branched polymer, best example, nylon 6,6. Nylon 6,6 containing the branching. Plasticizers are the materials which are added to the plastic to increase. When we are adding the plasticizers to the plastic, its plasticity and the flexibility is increases. When the plasticizers are added to the plastic, its plasticity and the flexibility increases. Question number 34. Question number 34. When we are discussing about Ibnite is nothing but the rubber when we are adding with the sulfur. Then a vulcanized rubber containing 30%, 30 to 35% of sulfur is known to be Ibnite. Functionality value of ethylene is known to be that. What is known to be the functionality? When you are taking ethylene like this, what is known to be ethylene? Ethylene to the polythene. When we are discussing the polythene gives rise to CH2. CH2 is known to be that N. Polythene containing the monomeric unit is known to be ethylene. And ethylene containing the functionality value. How many bonds it can able to form? The first monomer and the second monomer. So any monomer is added on the left hand side and the right hand side. So the functionality value, this is known to be the 1 and it is known to be the 2. When we are discussing about ethylene gives rise to the polythene. When ethylene is converted to give the polythene, When we are discussing about the functionality value is equals to 2. Right. The glass transition temperature, when you're discussing the glass transition temperature, looks at it. Question number 37. The least functionality of a monomer to convert to polymer. The least functionality is equals to 2. The answer will be the B. Next, the strength of the polymer is determined by polymer strength determine there is a test what we are saying as hardness test. Question number 39. The linear polymer which containing 80% crystallinity is known to be that HDPE. We will have three classifications: HDPE, NDPE, MDPE. Low density polythene, moderate density polythene, high density polythene. 80% crystallinity indicating that higher crystallinity, that is nothing but higher density polymers, high density polythenes. Example for the conduction polymer. Conduction polymer, the best example, what we are saying as polyaniline. I'm repeating. Polyaniline containing conjugate system, polyaniline containing double bond system. Polyaniline is the best example for conduction polymers. Next, which of the following has the largest molecular mass? Polymers are known to be containing largest molecular mass because the polymer chain containing the monomer and the monomers that might be a 50,000 to 2 lakh. And the polymer containing the monomers, the polymers is known to be macromolecule. Polymer is known to be long chain molecule which contain in the higher density. Polymer commonly used in the making of fiber. Making of fibers, we are using nylons. Fibers means that textile industries like cloths and etc. Right? 43. The process of vulcanization makes rubber strong, makes rubber hard. Nylon is a polyamide fiber. I'm repeating. When we are discussing about nylon is known to be a polyamide fiber. Nylon is prepared from hexamethylene diamine plus adipic acid. It's the best example for polyamide fiber. Question number 45. Which of the following is a synthetical rubber? Synthetical rubber, best example, PVC. Then cellulose, protein, nucleic acid, natural rubber. Water soluble biopolymer, best example, starch. Which of the following is essential in additional polymerization? In additional polymerization, initiator is required. The most common initiator that is used in additional polymerization is nothing but hydrogen peroxide, H2O. In additional polymerization, initiators are required to combine the monomer 1 with the monomer 2. Ethylene to ethylene gives rise to polythene. Vinyl chloride to vinyl chloride gives rise to polyvinyl chloride. In those cases, we are adding hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is known to be a solvent, and hydrogen peroxide is also known to be that initiator. Question number 47. Which of the following is essential in the additional polymerization? Just now we have discussed initiator. Pungent smell and sticky nature of rubber. Pungent smell and sticky nature of the rubber when it is exposed to the oxygen due to ester formation. Right? When we are taking rubbers, the rubbers are oxidized in the environmental condition and it is converting into the ester. Examples are blended conduction polymers. Blended conduction polymers, the best example is known to be the polyester. The degree at which the molecule of the polymers are arranged in orderly pattern with respect to each other. The arrangement should be in a regular pattern. That is known to be tacticity. And the tacticity polymers of the main classification: isotactic, atactic, syndiotactic. Isotactic is nothing but same side arrangement. Atactic is irregular arrangement. Syndiotic indicating that alternative arrangement. So we have discussed all the objectives regarding of unit number 1, right? Unit number 1. Just now we have discussed about 50 objectives, and those objectives are very, very important regarding of your mid online examinations. So objectives and recollect చేసుకోండి. ఇవన్నీ మీకు షేర్ చేస్తాను. The next continuation of unit number 2 and 3, rest of the objectives we will discuss in the coming class. We will discuss on Monday. ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ వెరీ క్లియర్ రైట్. ఇవన్నీ కూడా మీకు యూజ్ అవుతాయి అనుకుంటున్నాను. సెషన్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఒకసారి రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వన్నారు. ఈ విధంగా ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ అన్ని డిస్కస్ చేయడం వల్ల మనకు సబ్జెక్ట్ రివిజన్ అవుతుందండి. రెండోది ఏంటంటే మీరు అందరూ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు బ్లాంక్ క్వశ్చన్స్తో వెళ్తున్నారు కదా, అందరూ థియరీ రాస్తున్నారు, థియరీ క్వశ్చన్స్ రాస్తున్నారు, కానీ ఆన్లైన్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ రాయలేకపోతున్నారు. ఆన్లైన్ ఆబ్జెక్టివ్స్ కూడా మంచి స్కోర్ తెచ్చుకోవాలన్న మెయిన్ మోటివ్తో మనం చేస్తున్నాను. అదేవిధంగా మనందరూ థియరీ చదువుతున్నాం కానీ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ప్యాటర్న్ స్టడీ చేయట్లేదు. ఎగ్జామినేషన్ ప్యాటర్న్ అంటే ప్రీవియస్ పేపర్స్ ఎలా ఇస్తాడు, అప్లికేటివ్గా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎలా ఇస్తాడు, అప్లికేటివ్గా క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్తే మనం ఎలా రాయాలనేది ఇంపార్టెంట్. అది కూడా మన నెక్స్ట్ కమింగ్ వీక్లో చూద్దాం. ఓకే, ఇన్ కమింగ్ వీక్ ఓన్లీ స్పెసిఫిక్ ఫర్ JNTE ప్రీవియస్ పేపర్ డిస్కషన్, రివిజన్, క్వైరీ డిస్కషన్